You can see him at this event with Minnesota Somali leaders giving their endorsement in November of last year, right before the election. Salman Fiki is with us now. He's a business owner and a former GOP candidate for the Minnesota State House. Salman, thank you for being with me. Quote, "We're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage." The president was talking about Somali immigrants. You are Somali American. What's your reaction to what you heard from the president this week?
So in this clip, we are going to see one of the leaders who spearheaded the Somalis for Trump campaign movement that helped get Donald Trump elected back into office. Now, in this clip, we're also going to see his own words kind of used against him, and pretty much kind of see him now say he's now retracting his alignment with the Republican Party. As usual, let's watch the clip in full, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts and unpack my thoughts towards the end of this clip. Let's get into it.
Well, it was very dehumanizing and is very unpresidential coming from the commander-in-chief of the United States to dehumanize and to dehumanize a whole entire community by calling them garbage. And this is not acceptable by any means.
You posted on social media, "I, Salman Fiki, am formally announcing that I'm ending all collaboration with the Republican Party." Have you ended your support for the president? Tell me more about what led you to your decision.
Well, the reason why this decision came about is because it was long. It was a long simmering, as it was dragging from ever since the president got elected. So, and I was monitoring his performance in many fronts, and he seems not delivering on the promises that he promised the country or the people that actually voted for him. So, and the last that broke the camel back was when he called Somali community as a garbage.
Do you regret your vote for President Trump?
No, I don't regret my vote that I voted for Trump, because where I see politics, I see politics through conservative prism, and I still have conservative values, and I see politics through that lens. But I withdraw all connections from the Minnesota GOP, from the Republican Party, for not standing up for the Somali community.
Yeah, let me actually play something from Minnesota Republican Congressman Tom Emmer. This is after the president's remarks.
Do you realize that, it's not that all Somalis are committing crimes, but 80% of the crimes being committed in the Twin Cities in Minnesota are being committed by Somalis?
His office referenced reporting on pandemic relief fraud. But what's your response to the congressman there saying that 80% of the crimes being committed in the Twin Cities in Minnesota are from Somali Americans?
That's false and unsubstantiated claim. Somalis in the Twin Cities are 80,000 to 100,000 people live in the Twin Cities. So, and the Twin Cities combined are 2 million people roughly. So the 100,000 people cannot commit 80% of the crimes in the Twin Cities. So that's a false statement, and and he's known for accusing Somali community for some false accusations, such as claiming that Somalis sending money to Al-Shabaab and things like that. That is very false statements.
Salman, let me play something for you that you said about the Republican Party. This is during the 2024 campaign.
Okay.
People would accuse the Republican Party as or paint the Republican Party as a kind of a really racist or something, but is contrary to that claim, and is very welcoming to paint the picture that a Republican Party is a racist state is absolutely untrue and far, far from the truth.
You still believe that today?
Well, I still believe that majority of the people that vote Republican are not racist, but the president and his comments about Somalis and other races are racist, and it ignites the racist aspects of the party. So we cannot do a generalization to the whole entire Republican Party, but some of them are racist, yes.
You said at that event at the Minnesota State Capitol that you were backing President Trump for one of the reasons was safety for the Somali American community in Minnesota. We've reported on the new ICE mission in the Twin Cities. Do you feel safe today?
I mean, I feel safe, sort of. I feel safe, but I don't know what I'm gonna encounter later on. Yeah, there's ICE raids going around the cities. They were in my town, like today. They were in my town, Burnsville. Yeah, but I haven't encountered anything as of right now. But I've seen many people that actually got raided and got taken away by ICE. Yes, and I fear for them. There's a lot of Somali community. There's a lot of Somali families that actually Somali community. There's a lot of Somali communities that's actually fearful of those raids, and I get those, and I sympathize with them. And the reason why I'm speaking against those remarks by the president is he's stoking hate and fear into the community.
So, look, for me personally, honestly, it's when I see videos like this and I see situations like this, look, I'm not a person who's massively well-versed when it comes to, American politics. That's the reason as to why my channel is called Just a Confused Brit. Because from the little bit that it is that I do know, and the more and more I understand and learn about politics, I'm confused as to how so many different communities and so many different people all of a sudden got amnesia and just didn't remember who it was that they were voting for and who it was that they were endorsing. You see, because all this situation is really showing right now is people like this gentleman here. I don't want to butcher his name, but I remember seeing him on the campaign trail with Donald Trump and speaking up for Donald Trump and speaking up for MAGA and the Republican Party, standing alongside one of Donald Trump's aides for his campaign in 2024. And it just shows me one thing. These guys really misjudged who Donald Trump is. Either they misjudged who he is and forgot all of the things that he's said and done against the Muslim community, or there was probably some other things taking place. Now, I'm not going to try and insinuate anything, but that's what it is that it kind of speaks to me. These guys standing shoulder to shoulder with Donald Trump basically gave him cover. It allowed the Somali community to think that Donald Trump is on their side and that Donald Trump is going to be of service to their community and help their community. And these guys standing there and reassuring the Somali community, it basically allowed people to think and say to themselves, listen, don't worry about Donald Trump's anti-Somali, anti-Muslim rhetoric in the past. It was just purely just politics. But the reality is this, his comments right now, they actually prove that this is how it is that he really feels, and this is how it is that he's felt all along. This is how it is that he's felt all along. Now, in terms of the safety points, do you feel safe now? These are one of the things that a lot of the Somali leaders, not the Somali community, but a lot of the leaders that were part of Somalis for Trump ran on about feeling safer. But now Donald Trump and I think Kristi Noem, they have now released ICE agents to go directly into the Somali community. So the very thing that it is that they believe Donald Trump would give them, they no longer have. Now they run the risk of some of them being deported, some of them being locked up, being harassed by ICE agents. This is what it is that these people have done. And what the frustration for me, once again, is this. Why do people consistently vote against their own interests? People will give you the excuse, the reason, oh, I thought he was going to do this. Have you not done your research on who this man is? Have you not done your research? These leaders ignored a pattern. This is not a one-off with Donald Trump. They ignored a pattern. And Trump has got a long record of targeting the Somali community and immigrants. So claiming to now be shocked and be outraged at Donald Trump's comments, what were you expecting? What, you thought he was going to come into office and it was going to be nicer this time? Did you not hear about Project 2025? You see, all it is this. These people knew what Donald Trump was going to do, but you know what it is that they thought? They won't do it to us. He won't do it to us. They allowed themselves to get fooled by Donald Trump and this administration. And this is all that's taken place. And now, as a direct result of these men and women who stood shoulder to shoulder with Donald Trump, helping him to be able to get back into office, Donald Trump is now going after the Somali community. This is another case of F around and find out. Embarrassing. And to end it on this, he even had the audacity to say he doesn't regret his vote for Donald Trump. You can't help stupid. I'm sorry. You can't help stupid. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this clip in the comment section down below. While you guys are down there, do me a massive favor, hit the thumbs up button and then also hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys for helping us get to 76,000 subscribers. We're pushing hard towards the 80,000 subscriber mark. So please do your bit and help us to be able to get there. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys in the next clip.